Does anyone else feel like January just kind of flew by? I feel like I just recorded the January plan with me, and then now here I am, and it's January 31st and pretty much February at this point. I just feel like I blinked and January was over. Anyways, my name is Daniel. Welcome to my channel. Like I said, this is the February plan with me. January just kind of flew by for me. I think mostly because it was so cold here. We didn't get a whole lot of snow where I live, but it was freezing. I think a lot of the country was pretty cold the month of January, especially like for at least like a week and a half. And I am just not a cold weather person. So I almost hibernate when that happens. So winter's not my favorite season. I almost said holiday. The only holiday that I'm okay with it being cold, the only day that I'm okay with it being cold and snowy is Christmas. Outside of that, give me warm weather. I should really live in a warmer climate area, but I don't. So here we are. Anyways, because it felt like January just kind of flew by, I don't know how my goals are gonna go that I had for January. I kind of know, but I'm just giving you a spoiler. But before we hop into going over the goals and setting new ones for this month, or reusing the ones from last month, we're going to go ahead while we're on the homepage and change this month to February. I have to say it like that, or else I don't know how to spell February. February. Anyways, moving on. All right, so on the goals page, we're going to kind of go down the list here and mark off what we've done. All right, first, before I go in and set goals for February. So the first one is 2 videos for this channel. I don't know when this one's going to go up. I'm going to try to get this video up January 31st. I'm literally recording it January 31st. So I'm going to try to edit this and get it up this month. And if I do, then on technicality, a check. I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit it and get this up that quickly. But we'll see. We'll mark it that it's done. But if you're seeing this on February 1st, then you know, then that's a no. I did have like 2 video, no, not 2. I had at least 1 video that I was planning and I was in the midst of like doing, and then I get to where I needed to start shooting it, and I was like, this is too much. I don't have time for what I set aside to shoot it to be able to shoot everything. So that's pushed off until next month. I had another video that I was shooting that's going to take like 4 weeks to shoot. I'm an old man, and I hurt my knees doing it, so I have to do it for 4 weeks. I don't think I would do it justice if I were to try this for only like a week. I don't think that's long enough for what I'm doing. My knees aren't that great. If they've not been great for a pretty long time, not just after I got old. It's from like just dancing on really crappy surfaces. The studios I worked at, and even my studio, services were great. It was the performing services. It wasn't always on a stage, like a theater stage or anything like that. We did street shows where we were on like concrete and stuff like that, and that was not good. We did a lot of those shows, so that was probably a huge factor in my knees not being that great right now. So, and also when I was in junior high, I played basketball, and at that age, when you're in junior high, I don't know I can think of one that we played at that was a wood floor and had some cushion to it, but the one at the school that I went to was concrete with ceramic tile on it. It at least seemed like a ceramic tile. At that age, you're just running around, oh, this feels great, oh, fun, basketball, I made a basket. But man, I feel like a little bit after that, I'm like, man, why is my knees hurt? And then a little bit after that, I'm like, geez, I'm just like tiring out. My knees can't take like doing a whole lot of activity for a long time anymore. And then now it's like I stand up and I'm worried that my knees are going to pop out of place because they're snapped crackle and popping as I'm getting up out of a chair, you know? So anyways, I'm also like that type that, and I'm very stubborn. So I push myself a little bit too hard sometimes. And that's also a factor in that. Like I went from being a little stagnant and then trying to do this stuff, a whole lot of this stuff all of a sudden. So I really need to like build up a little bit more strength and stability in my knees before I restart what I was doing. So that is what I'm doing for the next like week or so. And then I'm going to start doing that, or doing the stuff I need to do for that video. So that video won't be out until like March. So that's why 2 videos is rough because of that. I would have had another video if it wasn't for my shitty scheduling and timing. I'm going to talk about it in a second, but I'm also like terrible with the concept of time. Anyways, moving on. Launch of Jackal of Pluto channel. So this is my gaming channel. Now, no, that didn't happen. But so I have a reason. It's not an excuse, but it's a reason. And I think it's a good one. I recorded a video for it, recorded 2 videos for it, and I've had to re-record one of them, and I'm about to re-record the other one. Doing a gaming channel, like you have to play the game for a little bit. You can't just sit there and think, oh, I want a 10-minute video, so I'm going to do 10 minutes of game time. That's not how that works, especially the games that I'm going to play on that channel. And so you end up needing to play like somewhere between an hour to 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours of game time. And then you need to cut that down to 15 to 30 minutes, you know? And that's really hard to do, especially trying to do it somewhat quickly when it comes to like the editing side. So you got to almost like be able to think of content as you go. I'm really good at thinking on the fly and knowing what is good and what's not. But with gaming, it's a little bit different than dance. The first video that I recorded playing a game was okay, but I just wasn't confident in what I was talking about because I was not verbalizing very well what I was thinking. And when you play a game, you need to verbalize it, everything you're thinking. And I wasn't doing that. So I went back and just restarted the game, re-recorded. But yeah, I basically have one video that I'm editing that's ready for that channel. And then I'm going to re-record that other game, which will come out a few days after that one. And then I'll just get on a schedule of recording. But now I have a better idea of how to do those videos. So I'm more comfortable now pressing record and hopping into a game. So no, I didn't launch the channel, but it is going to be launched here in the next week or so. So we're not going to check mark that. And then the next one, we're not going to check mark either because I did not build systems for the business. I have a good reason why on that one as well. I actually got a videography job. So I was able to basically just focus on that when it comes to the business. That's why the business didn't really get a focus because I actually had a videography job. So, and then we're going to group these 2 together. I think it's obvious how those 2 went because I'm wearing glasses still. So that didn't happen. So yeah, I'll be honest with you. I was this close right before I press record. I was this close from booking an eye appointment just so I can say, hey, I booked the eye appointment, but I didn't. I was like, that'd be wrong. But so yeah, I didn't do that. By the way, I'm being completely honest. I could lie about all of this, but I'm not. I'm going to be transparent and say I didn't do that. Okay, close move ring 15 times. So that's the move ring on the Apple Watch and stuff. So I did do that. I actually finished it 2 nights ago. Last night, yesterday, the night before, something like that. It was pretty recent. Like I said, this is the 31st of January, so it was pretty recent. So we got 2 out of the 6. Hey, that's what, 33%? Is that 33%? That's not 33%. What is that? 2 out of 6. That's 1/3. I got a third of it. It is 33%. All right, so moving on. 2024 goals. I really didn't do anything that I can check off here. I think that's obvious. But what I am going to do is every month, I'm going to update this into saying how many videos I did post. So I'm going to include this video here that I'm recording because this will go up ASAP. So I would have 2 videos out of the 25. So that's how we're going to update this. We need 23 left. Again, showing off my math. Still have 50 videos to do for the Jackalope Pluto channel. Still got to launch a bit, like officially launch the business. Need to create healthy routines still, and downsize while upgrading. I am doing a little bit of that, but it's very slow progress because it's winter. That's probably the bigger issue right now. Then as far as the bucket list, none of these yet. This is about to happen. It won't happen like right away, but I'm getting tickets soon. So that's going to happen. Same thing for Cardinals game. I think that's going to happen sometime soon in terms of like deciding if I'm going to hit a game, because Cardinals game and the concert might happen within the same trip. So it just depends. So now it's time to go back up to the top, change January goals to February, and start redoing these. So let's start with this channel's goals. Same thing. I want 2 videos. So I'm not going to include this one in it, even if it does post in February instead of January. I'm not going to include that because I can technically include it in January, even if this goes up February 1st. So 2 videos. I already have one planned. I actually have 2 planned, to be honest with you. I can honestly do a few more videos that are just kind of bouncing around in my head, and I could probably do those pretty quickly. But I do think one of the things that will help is one of the upgrades I did do, because I was talking about the upgrades down here. One of the upgrades I did do was I got a camera mount. So the camera's here. Okay, I have a monitor here and a monitor here, and then the camera's in the middle. So you guys are right there, and it's on a mount now instead of on a tripod that's rigged up. I like to set up a little bit better because I can pop in and sit down and talk. And if I wanted to just, you know, have a little chit chat, I can, right? This is a good enough angle that if I just want to do a talking head video, I can. And I'm kind of technically doing that now. Some of the videos I have ideas for can be talking heads, and then I just got to go out and do some B-roll shooting. 2 videos I think is doable. I do want to do some shorts, but I don't want to put that as a goal. I just want that to be something extra because I want to get consistent on getting the 2 videos. Jackalope Pluto channel, launch it. Yes, yes, and yes. But I do want to add a certain amount of videos kind of to push the issue, because if I had to launch the channel in January, I would want this anyways. So I'm going to say if I want, I kind of want to do 2 videos a week. So I'm going to do this. I think originally I was talking about maybe doing 1 video a week on the last one, but in my head, I still want 2 videos a week. So I'm going to meet in the middle. If I did 1 video a week, it would be 4 videos, right? If I did 2, it would be 8. So let's meet in the middle and say 6. No, what? Let's say 5. Let's go right there. So let's do 5 videos. Okay. So I think that's doable. Like I said, I have 1 that just needs to be edited, 1 that needs to be reshoot, and then I got 2 right there. So 5 videos there, 2 videos for the main channel. All right. I'm going to keep this one in here for the business, build systems for the business, because that definitely needs to be done. And I need to start pushing the recruitment videos for softball and baseball anyways. So this really needs to get done before I start really pushing that. We're leaving the book eye appointment and get contacts because I am so tired of these glasses. It's not even funny. I don't know why I haven't done this yet, but it's going to happen this month. Now, I don't know what my February goal is for like my Apple Watch to be able to get that badge for February 2024, because I got it for January. I won't know until tomorrow because, like I said, I'm recording this on January 31st. I'm going to quiz y'all on when I recorded this in the comments. So you better know. You better know. Just kidding. But so yeah, I'm just going to say get February 2024 badge on Apple Watch. That's all I'm going to do right there, because I don't know what it is. I'll update this once I know, but I won't know until like midnight. So I know this is quite a bit already, but I'm going to add a little bit more. So I tapped into it for a minute. I have a terrible concept of time. So I want to start using like timers and stuff to kind of help time my activities and the stuff I got to do, because I think it will eventually help me be more productive. So I'm going to put that down, but I want to add to that because these two are going to help me with some other stuff that is going on. So I'm going to say use timers to be more productive. So the next thing is I really want to set some habits. So down here, healthy routines. Okay. So I need a way to do that. And I think if I try to like say, okay, well, I want to, every morning I want to get up and I want to drink a cup of water. I want to make my bed. I want to make sure everything is cleaned up. Everything looks nice. So my day is clean and I'm clear headed. What ends up happening is in my head, instead of it me thinking of like, hey, you know, this is just like a way to get you focused and get you comfortable and all that stuff and ready for the day, it becomes tasks. And then I get overloaded and there's too much to do. And then I just like flake off on it. Right. So I think what I need to do is, instead of trying to do this whole big morning routine and whole big night routine, I need to start one thing at a time and then gradually add on to it. And I think by doing that, it'll help actually set a routine and I can build off of that slowly. Does that make sense? So what I think I want to do, and I don't know if this is the right way of saying it, but in my head, it makes sense. I want to set one actionable item per routine for the month, at least one actual item. So a good instance of this is in the morning, I wake up, make my bed. I need to do that for an entire month, right? Then at night, I think what I want is every night when I go to bed, I clean up my room and clean up everything around me. That way, when I wake up in the morning, I have a clean slate and I'm not stressed out about, oh man, this is dirty and this is dirty. Yeah. So I think that's what I want to do. I think those are pretty good goals for the month. They're quite a bit, but I think they're small enough that I can actually get them done. So I just realized I forgot something on my goals list for February. This is getting longer and longer, but it was only one thing. And I can't believe I forgot it because I was thinking about it before I started recording. And I've been talking about it for like the last week or so. I'm just going to pop it on screen right now instead of me typing out on recording for you. All right, so I want to start the process of organizing my storage lockers. I have a lot of stuff in storage and it's not stored very well. And it's anytime I need to go out there and grab something, it is just absolute chaos and you can't ever find anything. So I want to go out there and start that process of like cleaning them out, cleaning stuff up, seeing what got ruined, seeing what isn't ruined, seeing what I need to sell, seeing what I want to keep, and maybe even building something to where I can put like shelves and then put stuff on those shelves to where it is so much easier to find and get to things. And I just want to start the process. I don't want to like finish it and dive right in this month because I just don't think it'll be like super warm to be able to do that, but I want to start that process. So that is my February plan with me and goal setting and all of that stuff. It's hard to do like go through a calendar and say, oh, I got this, I got that, because I really don't have a social life. I'm not joking. I'm having dinner with a friend tomorrow, but that's about it. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on in terms of that. And when it comes to like clients I would be working with and stuff like that, I just don't feel comfortable putting them on my videos like this. Most of the time it's just working and then trying to get these videos together and done and all that stuff. So when it comes to calendar stuff, there's really not much there. When there is something there that I feel like I can talk about, I'll talk about it. Anyways, that is it. I hope January was a good month to you, and I hope February is even better. And I will see you guys in the next Notion video at the end of the month for February. And sooner than that, for some other videos. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below what your goals are for February. And if you like this type of video, if you like Notion, you like tech and just lifestyle type videos, that is what I'm going to be making from here on out. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you're notified whenever I post a new video. And with all of that said, I'll see you in the next one.